Hi, Sabrina here. I chose to do my research final report on artificial intelligence, also known as AI. I'll probably be saying AI a lot, and also known as robots to me. I chose to do my report on artificial intelligence because of two things. One, I think it's impressive and very cool, but I also think it's kind of very creepy and scary at the same time. So, hear me out on this. Artificial intelligence, to briefly just describe it, is intelligence that comes to something unnaturally. So, unlike humans and unlike animals, things like an iPhone don't have intelligence naturally. Naturally, an iPhone is cords and like a brick and plastic and things like that, and then we put artificial intelligence into it, which makes the iPhone the iPhone. A few things in our everyday life would be like the iPhone, obviously, the computer, Hey Siri within your iPhone, Hey Alexa, Hey Google, things like that. Also, something within our phones is a database that records everything that we're saying, and then it produces advertisements for us as we go on. So if you have an Instagram or Facebook or any type of social media or news network that you follow on your phone, you've probably noticed that whatever you've been talking about that day comes up in your feed within like the next, week or so. So that kind of freaks me out a little bit, but not as bad as AI improvements in the healthcare world. When I picture artificial intelligence in the healthcare world, I think of robots as nurses and surgeons, and it kind of freaks me out a little bit. There's something called Core. It's an AI called the Core, and it's in place of nurses, and it checks on patients within the hospital. It checks up on you, makes sure you're doing okay, and then it goes and tells the nurses, who would usually be doing the job, what they need to do for you. Or if you're good and you're good to go, then nurses won't need to check up on you because you've been checked on by the robot, which kind of really freaks me out. And then talk about more improvements, there is AI within the surgical room. So there are robots that have hands that are basically just like tools. And some are controlled by the doctor. So it does like bring precision to the surgery, which is great. But also there's talk of, surgical advancements and letting a robot perform the whole surgery on you, which I just think is crazy. One, because everybody is different. So every body that it will come across, like someone's bigger than I am, someone's smaller than I am, someone's the same size as I am, but how does the robot know that? Or what if something shifted around in me that's different? Or what if my bones are barely different than someone else's? So anyway, that really freaks me out. And then two, the thing that kind of freaks me out about that as well is there are glitches and viruses and things like that in computers and phones. And what makes us think that won't be in robots necessarily, because it's artificial. So I could see that being an issue one day as it comes up. Anyway, artificial intelligence was really cool to kind of dive deeper into. It kind of still freaks me out a little bit. For example, even the Tesla kind of freaks me out. Like, it can drive on itself and stay within the road and the lines, which is like super, super cool and an awesome advancement in technology. But also very weird that we become very dependent on artificial intelligence. So it's really cool, but I'm out of time, it looks like. And anyway, that's artificial intelligence for you in a nutshell.